Morning. Hey guys, thank you for joining me on your Sunday morning. I'm going to be settling us down and grounding down before we begin our practice. If you have a block, you're welcome to sit on it to help open up the hips a little bit before we get started. If not, no worries. You can start your practice in easy seated pose, so legs coming across. You can extend your legs out in front. And if you do have really tight hips, I do recommend a block because it does allow to help the hip flexors to open up and pour weight forward and create space for the pelvis. All right, so let's go ahead. Hands can rest on top of the thighs. Shoulders roll back and down. Nice long spine, drawing the chin back, ears and shoulders align, pushing through the top of the head. Eyes can soften and settle, and hips can relax. So you start to tune in to any sounds that you may be hearing that surround you. Maybe any sounds outside of the home, any movement or sounds and humming inside of the walls of your home. Knowing that everything's exactly as it should be in this time. And then bringing that awareness to the body, feeling the temperature of your skin, feeling the clothing touching your skin, maybe even your clothing brush your skin with the rise and fall of your belly. And begin to follow that breath, letting it flow however it chooses at this time, watching it as it comes into the nose, witness that temperature, and then let it travel down, swirl around, and flow back up and out, and witness the change in temperature with the exhale. We're just going to take a couple more breaths here, just letting the breath come as it chooses. And then we're going to begin to work with what's called Durga breath or 3-part breath. All right, so if you'd like to bring your hands to the lower belly, you can, or leaving them exactly where they're at. But on your next inhale, let's go ahead and fill up that belly nice and big. Expand the rib cage, filling up into the collarbones. Exhale, drawing the navel back, and then pushing the air back up and out through the nose. So 3-part breath. So you're envisioning filling up the belly, you're filling up the rib cage, you're filling up into the collarbones. Exhale, navel draws back, air comes back up and out through the nose. All right, let's do this 2 more times. Really exaggerate it. Fill it up. Fill all the way up to your peak. Exhale, navel draws back. Slowly let the air flow back out. All right, 1 more time. Big belly breath. Fill it up. Let it all flow back out. All right, next inhale. Let's slowly begin to lift that chin up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, left ear, left shoulder, dropping the chin into the chest. Inhale, rolling over to the right, and then send that gaze back up. All right, so now we're bringing that connection together, the movement, flow of the breath. Slow and steady. Neck rolls are gentle. You don't want to hear any crunching sounds or be too exaggerated. You can rock in the opposite direction whenever it feels right. And take notice. What tension do you feel as you go through your neck rolls? Maybe noticing one side is tighter than the other. We're going to drop down on that exhale, dropping the chin into the chest. We're going to inhale, bringing that back to center. Exhale, let's drop left ear, left shoulder. Going to bring that gaze all the way over to the right. Breath in, and breath out. Now on your next inhale, let's go ahead and lift that right ear up towards the ceiling. Let the shoulder blades relax, hips relax. Take 1 more round of breath here. And on that exhale, we're slowly going to drop the chin back down and inhale over to the opposite side. Exhale, relax the shoulder blades again, set the gaze. Take another round of breath. And on that next inhale, lift that left ear up towards the ceiling. You want to feel that lengthening in the side of the neck. All right, let's be here for 1 more breath, filling up. Exhale. And inhale, pick up that chin. And exhale, swoop it all the way down. All right, let's inhale, bring that gaze back up to center. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders back and down. Now we know that you guys do a lot of working with those arms and those shoulders, so we're gonna lubricate those joints a little bit. Let's go ahead and drop the palms down on top of the knees as we inhale, bringing the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, rolling the shoulders back and down. So feel that exaggeration. You're filling up and dropping back. Let's do that one more time. Nice deep breath in and exhale. All right, now let's go the opposite way. Filling up, rolling forward. Nice and exaggerated. One more time. All right, and let's shake it out. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. You can shake it out through the arms. You can shake it out through the wrists. You can do piano fingers. Shake, shake, shake. Let's bring those palms together. All right, right now we're gonna take that left hand and pour weight on the exhale into the right. We're just holding here, shoulders are dropped, navel's drawn back, breath is steady. All right, let's inhale, pick it back up. Exhale, dropping opposite side. Give a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle if you like, side to side. Just start to open up the wrists. Let's inhale, bring it back, interlock those fingers and roll it out. Opposite way. And shake, 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 shake. All right, let's extend those arms out. Reach through those fingertips. Feel that breath all the way up. And then we're gonna take those palms, press them together, and exhale, dropping down the heart center. So you wanna feel that exaggeration, all right? So you wanna feel that reach through those fingertips, feel the webbing between the fingers, filling all the way up to your peak. And then press those palms into each other, activating chest, shoulders, and biceps. All right, one more round of breath, here we go. Fill it up. Slow and steady out through the nose. All right, as we inhale, let's send that reach back up. Exhale, left hand floats down, right hand reaches up and over. If you are on a block, coming up on those fingertips, remember to reach to those top fingers to create that length of the spine, and then exhale to bend to the side body. Your gaze can be down at your bottom hand, same direction as your chest, so all the way up to the elbow, whichever is best for you. But with that bottom hand, try pouring weight to push away, so that way your sit bones are locked into your mat. If you do want to create more space in this pose, that bottom hand can inch out with the inhale, and exhale, palm can drop, elbow can bend, reach through those top fingers. Draw that elbow back and open up that heart, and be with that breath, filling up. Exhale, maybe creating more space. On that next inhale, let's come up on those bottom fingertips, flip the palm, use that core coming all the way back up to center. And exhale, let's float down to the opposite side. Reach through and bend. All right, set that gaze wherever's best. Drawing that elbow back, navel's drawn back, breath is steady. If you're traveling in your pose, inching out. Exhale, deepening that side bend. All right, let's take one more round of breath here, filling up through those fingers. Exhale, creating more space. Come up on those fingertips, flip the palm, use that core. Exhale, coming down to heart. All right, let's go ahead. If you're on your block, coming up, placing it in front, coming down to your seated, and then we're gonna go ahead and extend those legs out in front. You need flexed feet, bent knees, so toes are drawn back, knees and toes are up towards the ceiling. Let those shoulders drop back and down, lengthen through that spine. On our inhale, we're gonna swoop those arms up, bringing those gaze through the fingers, and exhale, bending at the hips. Navel draws to the spine, arms come down, hands can wrap on the shins or grab on the outer edge of the feet. Head and neck is relaxed down towards the knees. Now in this pose, if you notice that your toes are falling out to the side, pick up those heels to create more space for the hips, because you always want your toes facing up. Another important factor in this pose, making sure that your spine is not all curled and hunched and your legs are straight. So you really want to make sure that the chest and thighs are coming together. It does not matter how bent your knees need to be. All right. So focusing on that breath. Slow and steady. If you want to create more space in this pose, on that inhale, bring that gaze to your toes, inch those heels out, and exhale, dive deeper in your pose. You can continue to flow with that breath if you'd like to, until you find your edge, coming to that point where your body says, all right, that's enough. Let's just settle here, sending the breath to any tension that you feel. All right, one more round of breath, filling up. Exhale. And on our inhale, bringing that gaze up, release the hands to walk back for our neutral spine. Just go ahead and take that right thigh in, heel close to the pelvis, and then we're going to allow the knee to fall out to the side. Extended leg, you're going to bend, draw those toes back. On our inhale, reach up, and exhale, slowly float forward. Forehead to knee pose. Right from here, both hands can stay on the pad of the foot. One can come to the heel, one can come to the pad. If you want more traditional, peace fingers wrap around the big toe, thumb to the toenail. You can do that on both feet if you want. Drawing you in. And if you want to travel in your pose, inhale, gaze up, and drop that heel, and exhale. Dive deeper. All right, you can continue to travel until you find that edge. Remember to use that breath, using the breath to open up and expand those muscles. All right, let's take one more round of breath in this pose. On our inhale, we bring that gaze up, release hands, walk back into the fingertips, draw that knee up and out, and shake it out. All right, now we're going to do it on the opposite side. So drawing the left in, allowing the knee to drop. Bending that leg, toes draw back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, float down. All right. Eyes are soft. Breath is steady. You're creating space. Remember to lengthen the spine first. Inch out the heel and exhale to hinge. Always flowing with that breath, creating that space. Filling all the way up to your peak. And letting it all flow back out. Let's take one more round of breath here in your pose. On the exhale, body can melt. Inhale, bringing that gaze up, releasing out to walk back neutral spine. Taking the knee up, extending out, and shaking it out. All right, let's go ahead and swing those legs under. Come up to our tabletop pose. Wrists and shoulders are aligned, knees and hips are aligned, big toes come together to touch, pointer fingers facing towards the top of the mat. Your fingers are spread wide and you're pouring weight forward so that the fingertips grip. That's your hasta bandha or your hand lock. All right, cat-cow flow. On our inhale, let's flip that tailbone up, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, push the mat away, curl that spine, bring that gaze into the navel. Eyes close as you connect with your cat and cow flow, filling up that breath, drawing heel of palms back. Exhale, pushing that mat away, curling that spine. On the next inhale, you can start to exaggerate, bring the chest past the wrists. Exhale, you can sink back, child's pose. You can come up on fingertips, to side stretch, opposite side. You spread those fingers wide, coming out to the right, coming forward to the left, sinking back. You go in the opposite way. Flowing with that breath, tuning into the body, knowing that right now we're warming up our shoulders, our core, our hips, our wrists. All right, let's take one more nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, sinking back to child's pose. Setting that reach forward, forehead drops down to the mat. Taking this time to connect with that breath. Maybe open mouth, exhale. Any intentions are to be set with your practice today, now is the time to set those goals and intentions that you have to help get you through your week. your month, your year, your next 6 weeks. All right, let's go ahead and inhale, curl that spine up. Nice and slow, arms are strong and sturdy. We're gonna start with our right leg. On our inhale, we're gonna reach through those right toes, flex the foot, inhale, point the toes, roll the ankle, opposite way. Now we're gonna drop the toes down. Nice deep breath in and exhale, push into the heel. All right, stay here with that breath. One more round, fill it up, and exhale. All right, bring it back. Do the opposite side now. Inhale, reach through those toes. Exhale, flex the foot. Inhale, point the toes. Roll the ankle. Opposite way. All right, let's go ahead and pour weight down into the toes. Nice deep breath in and exhale. Push back into the heel. All right, you can flow forward with the breath and exhale. Push back one more time. All right, let's bring it down. We're gonna come up into our down dog. So spread those fingers wide, curl those toes under as we inhale to push those hips up and back. Head hangs heavy, eyes are at the ankles, knees, or navel, not in between the hands. Feet are hip distance apart or a little bit closer. You can start with soft knees, nice little bend. You can bounce the heels, you can walk the heels, you can roll up on tippy toes. All right, what you don't want to do in your downward dog is feel like you're in an awkward plank. And if you are feeling that way, try walking your feet a couple steps closer to your hands and really push that mat away. Send that gaze back. Remember, this is about the spine, not so much about the hamstrings. So you really want to focus on letting that head hang, hips send up and back, and really get that lengthening here for opposing gravity. All right, so on our next inhale, let's take those right toes, send that reach up towards the ceiling, flex foot, we're gonna level out those hips. You can roll up on the tippy toes, standing leg, exhale, lower the heel. You can flow with your breath. Lifting up one more time, exhale. All right, let's go ahead and bend the knee and open up the hip. All right, from here you can do knee circles. Opposite way. And we're gonna come back, inhale to reach those toes. Exhale, we're gonna draw the knee into the body, curl that spine, roll forward on the ball of the foot, the standing leg, to bring that foot up by the hands. Allow that back knee to drop. Knee and ankle align. Knee and ankle align the front leg as well. You can bring one hand to the thigh, swoop that arm up. All right. Once you come here, you can send the hips back a little bit. Opposite arm can follow. Hitchhike the thumbs. Reach through fingertips. Shoulder blades drop down. Core is activated. If you're not feeling stable, try heel toeing your leg out to the side a little bit. You can lift your toes up in the front leg. And you can curl the toes under in the back. So I was going to make you feel better in your pose. Palms can come together, thumbs overlap. Inhale, reach through those fingertips. Exhale, maybe open that heart a little bit. Inhale, send that reach back up. Exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. I'm going to do a half split stretch. So on the inhale, send those hips back. Lift those toes up. Forehead drops. Inhale, curl that spine, come forward. And exhale, sink the hips. All right. So you can flow with your breath here. If you notice that your heel is lifting up, create more space. Inch up a little bit. You don't want the heel to lift. All right, so we're doing 3 rounds total. Exhale, sink into hips. If you want more of a challenge, lifting the hands, sinking back, flowing down, and inhale, swoop it up. And exhale to sink. All right, let's send it back. Knee and hip back into alignment. I'm gonna take that right hand, drop down, inhale, reaching through, coming into our twist. You can reach to those fingertips, check in with your knee, making sure it's not coming out, keeping it above the ankle. You can reach through, flip the palm, exhale, dropping down. Gaze can be at the toes, same direction as chest, or all the way up, whichever is best for you. Find that steady breath. In and out through the nose. Exhale as we gaze down. Frame that foot. Inhale, let's swoop it back up. Exhale, coming down to heart. Framing the foot. Front foot slides back. You can be on your knees. For your chaturanga, you can come into your plank, or you can go in child's pose. I'll do on knees first, and then I'll show you second round, traditional chaturanga. Exhale, we're gonna hinge those elbows, bending, dropping down. Inhale, pick it up, cobra, or up dog. And exhale, swoop back onto those knees, curl those toes under, send those hips up and back with the exhale. Walking heels, wagging tail, rolling up on tippy toes. Exhale, sink back. Get ready, opposite side. Inhale, reach through those left toes, send that reach up. Exhale, flex foot, bend knee. Or you can roll up on the tippy toes again, just like last time. Stretching out first. And then flex foot, bend knee, open the hip. We do our knee circles. Opposite way. And inhale, reach through the toes. Exhale, draw that knee into the chest. Curl up that spine, roll up on the balls of the feet. Foot comes forward, knee drops down. Once you feel stable, hand can come to the knee and swoop it up. Reset those shoulders, lock in that gaze. Maybe send those hips back a little bit. Palms press. Inhale to reach, exhale, open. Lift that heart. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, come down to frame the foot. Send those hips back. Inhale, lift those toes up. Exhale, forehead drops. Inhale, swoop it up. Exhale, sink the hips. All right? So find that flow with your breath. However this flow works for you. Maybe you're crawling those hands forward and sinking down into those hips. And that works as well. Crawling it back. Forehead drops. One more time. Swoop. Exhale. Sink. All right, let's come back up. Hands onto the knees. Swoop through those fingertips. Filling up that breath. Exhale, coming down. Hand to center. Reaching through the fingertips. Palm reaches up towards the ceiling. Gaze, wherever's best for you and your body. Flipping the palm, dropping down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Finding that hip or back pocket. That helps to stack the shoulders. Check in with that front knee, keeping the hips level. Slow, steady breath. In and out through the nose. Final round of breath here. Filling up. As you exhale, gaze down, palms drop. Use that core. Fill up that breath. And exhale, swoop it back down. Front foot slides back. Plank knees or child's pose. Chaturanga Tadasana. Exhale, lower the body. Inhale to roll forward and up. Up dog. And exhale, up and back. Down dog. Walk those heels. Wag that tail. Send those hips side to side. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Roll up on those tippy toes, bend those knees, crunch. Lower the heels. All right, and let's go ahead and come down on those knees. Sink back on those hips. Send that reach forward, forehead drops. Child's pose. You release that breath. Open mouth. All right, let's get ready for our little side bends as we inhale to gaze up through the hands. Walk it out over to the right. Exhale, forehead drops. You can stay here if you'd like a deeper stretch. Take that left hand, bring it to the heart, flip the palm, thread through. In this pose, if you do have a block, you can always bring the block to rest the head on. You can also wedge it under the shoulder if that feels better as well. All right, let's take one more round of breath here, filling up. Exhale that breath. Inhale, bring that gaze up on thread. Work our way to center, and then come back to the opposite side and drop down. Okay, spread through if you like. Right hand draws in, palm flips, shoulder and temple drop. Let's take 2 more breaths here, sinking in. All right, let's go ahead and unthread. Reach through, coming back forward, and coming back up. Okay. Let's go ahead and come on top of the knees. You can curl the toes under. Knees and hips come into alignment. If you have a block, you can place a block between the thighs. You know the space that you need, but make sure knees and hips are aligned, whether you have a block or not. We'll be flowing into our camel pose today. Shoulders roll back and down. So we're going to do a variation. So on the first variation, if you'd like to do it, you can bring hands to the hips, heel of palm up to the last rib, drawing the elbows back. You can take a nice deep breath in, complete breath out. On the inhale, send the pelvis forward, lift the heart, bring the gaze up. All right, so here's our first variation. You can hold this pose for a few breaths. All right. And on your inhale, you're going to bring yourself up and out. And exhale, swoop it down. Arms come down alongside the body, palm face up, forehead drops. All right, and for our next variation, hands forward, inhale to pick back up. All right, curl the toes under. Taking that right hand, breath in, breath out. Inhale, swooping the arm up. Reaching for that right heel. Pelvis is forward, heart lifts. Opposite hand comes to follow. And you can reach to those fingertips. Remember, the head is controlled. You don't want the head to just drop back. You want to have the control of the spine. All right, so here's the other variation. Inhale, you're pouring weight into the hips to lift the heart, coming forward, and then sinking back. Forehead drops. All right, so if that's the variation that you chose, you would use the opposite hand to flow into it, to even yourself out in your camel pose. And inhale, let's bring it up. And if you're going to do the full camel, curl toes under, or you can pour weight on top of the ankles. If you have the flexibility in the ankles, take that nice deep breath in and out. Inhale, some that reach up and back. Pelvis forward, heart lifts, opposite hand follows. Anchor down, open up. External rotation of the shoulders, pouring weight into the pelvis, lift the heart, bringing the gaze up. Eyes are soft. Glutes are relaxed. Breath is steady. To come out, inhale, pelvis, heart lifts, gaze up. Exhale, sink back, arms come down, forehead drops. Shoulders slump. Open mouth, exhale, release that breath. Okay, let's go ahead and inhale, bring those hands forward. Bring those sit bones down to the mat. Getting ready for our boat pose. Shoulders roll back and down, heart is lifted. Hands can come behind the thighs. You can roll up on those tippy toes, biceps drawed in, core is tight. On the inhale, right foot lifts, exhale, float it down. Inhale, left foot lifts, exhale, float it down. All right, this time we can do both. Exhale, float it down. All right, you can reach forward, right foot, exhale, float it down. Left foot, exhale, float it down. Inhale, both. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. Let's go ahead and roll ourselves back. You can reach forward, use that core. All right, on our inhale, we're gonna come up into our canoe and exhale, draw the knees into the chest. All right, so take that breath in, breath out. Inhale, reach through. Inward rotation of the thighs, bring those toes together, reach through those fingertips. Core is activated. 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Draw it in. Rock side to side. Get ready with that breath. And inhale. Swoop it up. Activate. Holding. 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it in. Release that breath. Rock side to side. And one more time. Inhale, pull through. Activate. Core is tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it in. Open up those arms to a T, maybe cactus. Swooping the legs side to side. Slow and steady. Do circles, push the knees forward, draw it in. All right. Let's go ahead and bring it all the way around one more time. Bring the knees to center. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Dropping the knees down to the right. And once again, if you have a block, you can let those knees drop onto the block. If your hips aren't able to relax, or you can leave it out and just let them drop. Gaze in the opposite direction of the bent knees. Now you can stay here, exactly where you're at. If you do want more of a stretch, that top leg, extend it out. Right hand can rest on the thigh, can rest on the calf, or big toe, push through, drop it out. Gaze in the opposite direction. If you still want more of a stretch, a different variation, bottom foot comes up. Take that left hand, thumb comes on the pad of the foot, fingers wrap across the toes. Exhale, bring the heel towards the sit bones. Drop the shoulder again. Steady breath. Exhale. Hold it one more round of breath here. Fill it up. Release. And next exhale, slowly come out. Inhale, pick up those knees. And just swoop right in. Go into those knee circles, slow and steady. All right, nice deep breath in. Exhale, dropping down. Gazing in the opposite direction. Letting yourself settle. Relax that breath. Top leg can extend out. Thigh, calf, big toe. Maybe that bottom foot coming up, dropping down, dropping the shoulder, and just being with that breath. All right, let's take one more round of breath here. Nice deep breath in. Slow and steady breath out. Let's go ahead and begin to release. Inhale to pick those knees up. Wrap those arms around the knees, forehead to knees. Exhale, drop back down. If there's a pose that you feel your body needs to end your practice, now is the time for yogi's choice. I'm going to be guiding through Happy Baby, and then I'll be bringing us down into Shavasana for a little guided meditation. All right, so Happy Baby, open the knees wide, bring those feet out, hands come on the outer edge of the feet, shoulders roll back and down, drop the chin into the chest. Nice deep breath in, open those feet up. You can rock side to side, steadying that breath. You can stay here exactly as you are. If you do want to activate more and have a little bit more fun in your Happy Baby, you can slowly drop left heel down to the pelvis, open up that right heel. All right, and then go ahead and point the foot, flex the foot. Get that little extra stretch. One more time, point and flex. All right, bend, bring it into the pelvis, opposite side. Point the foot and flex. Do that 3 times, a little pulse. One more time. And bend. All right, and final round, if you want to, open it all the way up. Rock side to side, point those toes, flex the feet. And let's go ahead and take that final round of breath. Bend it down. And extend all the way out to the far corners of the mat. Arms float down alongside the body. Dropping the chin down towards the chest. Create space for the cervical spine. Eyes can soften. You can inhale, bring the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Press them down to the mat. To really feel that heart center open. And let out that last open mouth exhale. And that you have made it to the end of your practice. There's no more hard work that needs to be done. As you start to allow your body to give its weight down to your mat, you can begin to tune in to all the sounds that surround you. Hearing sounds outside of the home, letting them be witnessed. Drawing in to the inside of your home, witnessing, maybe even sounds coming through on my end, knowing that every sound that you hear is just a vibration, and allow that vibration to run through you and weigh you down to your mat. Your eyes can become heavy in the eye sockets, knowing that there's no searching that needs to be done. Allowing the breath to come back, however it chooses. Letting it flow and wash over the body. Allowing relaxation to set in. Relaxing the brows. Slacking the jaw. Allowing the tongue to fall from the roof of the mouth. And give your body permission to just be here, to be still. Knowing that this is the time to give thanks to your body for all of its hard work and its devotion that it showers you with every second of every day. And as you continue to allow relaxation to set in, letting the shoulders really press down into your mat. The weight can go out to the fingertips, letting them slightly curl inward. Letting that breath wash over that heart center, letting it soften, open, and expand with that breath. Following it as it travels down the spine, relaxing the lower back and the hips as you feel that weight travel to the thighs, past the knees, and out through the toes. Knowing that in this moment, There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to be. Nothing to change. Nothing to fix. Everything is exactly as it should be in this moment. Allow yourself to nourish and replenish your body. And leave you in silence and bring you out in 2 shifts. Shavasana. You can slowly begin to bring awareness back to the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, rocking the head side to side. You take a nice deep breath in and full body stretch, like you just woke up from a restful sleep. Drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself one last gentle hug, and thank you for showing up to your practice. Allowing the knees to roll to whichever side they choose, and slowly easing your way back up to the way that you began your practice. Eyes are soft, hands can come in front of the heart. Take one more nice deep breath in, and exhale that breath. I want to thank you very much for joining me on your Sunday morning and allowing me to be a part of your 6-week challenge. I hope that you've enjoyed this session. But most importantly, shower yourself with that love and light for setting aside this time to connect with your body, breath, and mind. On the inhales, and that reach up. Exhale to the forehead. May our minds be clear and determined. Dropping our hands to our mouths. May our words be wise and true. Dropping our hands to our hearts. May our hearts be full of love and compassion. Namaste. Till next time, have a great week.